Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lorie, and today we are going to be doing the Honkai Star Rail 2.3 main story. It's Farewell Penacony, I think is what it's called. I am excited to do this. I'm really sad to say goodbye to Penacony. I've loved all the characters here, but yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen and where the story will take us next, because I love the story. It's very, very good, and I'm nervous. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt.
I'm done. I'm done. I drank most of it.
Are you okay?
We're done.
Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out.
This conversation is such deja vu. Stop making a big fuss.
What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something? The Order's dream is over. Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony. I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes.
Aww.
Thought if I fell asleep, I'd never wake up again.
What happened to the Stellaron? Where are the others? You'll have dark circles under your eyes. Where are the others?
They've already left, leaving this kind-hearted girl to wake you up. You owe her big time. The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping.
You owe her big time.
The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories. The family's official statement was like, "The Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt." After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order. Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting. Everyone's waiting for you, so hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready.
I can't believe it's time to go. We're getting started already.
How extravagant.
Oh.
Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. Just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life.
Oh.
Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel.
Miss
I
Samuel.
love this fake name. Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know, my script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities. How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin.
Ooh, she's got Kafka's money?
She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always so subtle with his words.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silverwolf. You know me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oatcake rolls.
Oh, is that
I've
why
had
we got
cake roll
oatcake
every
rolls?
day since I arrived in Penacony.
She's
From the
had
first
cake
day
every
till
day.
last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it. That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
I love her. Oh my god, she's amazing. Oh.
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts, I'm afraid.
Huh. Quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive.
I'm giving everyone
thought they would
cake.
choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference.
The Hunter's version of
I
March.
didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
Hey, Coco, welcome in.
About this, Director, I've asked around. This airship named
They're a little
Radiant
family.
Felspar belongs to the Alfalfa family. This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event.
Oh, is the
should have
shop
been
working?
held.
Okay.
Well, somewhere secretive in the moment of morning dew. The atmosphere here, it doesn't feel serious enough.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized it wants to assess the IPC stance beforehand. This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or they plan to put pressure on us to make us back off.
Ah, your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be cautious and watch out for
When the big boss
traps.
arrives. Hi, Percelio.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at the table, it's the others who need to be cautious.
Ooh.
Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on their tasks
I'm guessing
and
she
not
is referring
worry
to
about
Jade.
negotiations.
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious consequences. I mean, really serious.
Oh, she doesn't like to be called boss?
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
Numby's swimming. He's a swimmer. Can he breathe? I don't think Numby can breathe under this water. Why am I trying to kill them?
In my opinion,
Ooh.
you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor.
Was
That's not a bad
Is
deal
Numby
for the
scared of her?
department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I Been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
Ah, it's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the
Whew,
opportunity to
she's...
work with you.
Oh
You're
my
still
god.
so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like madam.
She's chilling.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stonehearts, I need you to be at your best. Especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference, right?
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony.
That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why?
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages...
Wow, Jade's
might
eyes
not
are
be
really
as
pretty.
united as the odes of
You know,
harmony
what I kind of noticed is that they're
As
very
long as
like
the influence of harmony hasn't
the
completely
the
permeated
pupil of
their
her
core,
eyes are kind of
personal
slit,
desires
a
will
little
always
slitted,
have their
kind of
way.
like a snake.
Thank you. Influential figures
Very
in Penacony
snake-like of her.
haven't entirely suppressed their own desires. It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has gone.
After the downfall of the Yoke family, old Oti's faction became the dominant force in Penacony. Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest serving and most senior among all the family heads.
Yes, that's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen, test, and strike. That's what you taught me.
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Yarilo case.
That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and I, we're going to tear it wide open.
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Smart and charming ladies. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
His design. Can I? Oh, we're RP walking.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa.
Oh,
It's my honor to meet you in person.
is it
You
just
may not be aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa.
is it
the
just me or
biography,
her
is a
cadence
must-read for
changed
all
completely?
Strategic Investment Department employees.
She's so interesting.
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the strategic.
Customer service
Since I
voice
invited you
activated.
IPC
Papeshi,
ambassadors
yeah.
On board, I'm sure you figured out the topic I'd
Not a
like to
senior
discuss.
citizen.
Yeah.
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort. And
The
almost
golden-haired
got himself
guy.
killed.
He's got so many
What was it
nicknames.
all for? Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You use the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to the entire universe.
Interesting.
Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded
Not
by orders.
blockheads.
Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few minutes, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear ladies.
Okay, we're...
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor. It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of order lurking within. Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives. If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again go to waste. There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
Aw. It feels like I had a really long dream. Where is Himiko? Please continue the topic. Where's Himiko, actually?
She went to negotiate with the family as a representative of the crew. She'll contact us once her arrangements are ready.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead
they
already.
Confirmed that he's dead. Okay, because I was wondering about that when we saw all those dead crows. I was like, is Gopherwood dead? Or, like, what is going on here? What about Sunday? How do the guests react? What will happen to Penacony? What about Sunday?
He'll face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the sweet dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process. While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending
Shaban?
to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of Glory of the Trailblaze to all of you.
Glory of the Trailblaze. Hello again.
Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion.
Aww.
When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something. Music? Atmosphere? Maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here. Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique, as we'll use it to pay respect to those fallen heroes. To the nameless, resting in peace.
Oh, I just remembered.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent.
Oh, we're back.
I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call I asked you to make, Topaz?
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top quality asset within the cosmos, with good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious, but what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
What does that mean?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Venturine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive, and that's the best outcome.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business, but in other respects,
The former head of the Oak family.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth, just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage. The Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
I did use her
Topaz
skill,
has
yeah.
something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between the two of us.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds
Oh,
very
okay.
different now.
She was using her customer service
I need
voice.
to set a good example for my junior.
Oh.
It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
Oh, interesting. Indeed. You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have up your sleeve.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us. The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours? With the entire cosmos keeping a close eye on Penacony, I assure you,
Wowzers.
it won't be too hard.
You really think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent. You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract more customers. I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family, I don't think I have any reason to refuse your offer. However, as their chosen one, I still need
She
one
really has a
final
way with
answer.
words, but it doesn't,
Go ahead.
it definitely doesn't surprise me.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Amber Era, about the ascension of Sheepay, the Harmony, and the downfall of Enna, the Order. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family instead of aligning with the Order?
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause. Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system.
Man.
By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts
Whew.
with well-defined values and the ability
A
for
true
exchange
businesswoman.
and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
Ah, and then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation. So I'm sure you can understand.
We are aware of
This
that.
universe doesn't need two types of order.
Well said. Now you've convinced me. All right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if we're thinking the same thing.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet Dew to join us at the table.
Oh.
Thank you for your presence, Miss Hime.
I mean, they did say that she was...
Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himeko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of Penacony.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to hold 30% of Penacony's shares. Then, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former Nameless to the land of the dreams.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes
I feel like we had a
the way of
discussion
the
one time about
travelers.
how the Astral Express
While the
makes
Nameless
money.
teams embark on their journeys for fame or fortune.
So this is interesting.
If this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and
Himeko
fulfill
out
my
here making
duty as a
deals.
member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Penacony. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities to more worlds. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
Wow.
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled.
You like it a lot? Oh,
Interesting.
nice.
What about the remaining family
A
heads?
character with a big hat. I do like big
They will
hats.
soon realize the situation. When old Odie answered the last question, he represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
I hate that.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position back in no time. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
Ah, you want to open a Jade Exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities
Has she only talked to Topaz using her real name, or does she go back and forth between Topaz and Yelena?
Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around.
Pawn shop can't run without a boss.
I have one more question for you, Miss Jade.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
Hey, Derek, how are you?
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony. In return, I've agreed to help her with something, but that's for later. We can deal with it after we leave Penacony. You see, that's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. They only need a little bit of nourishment to take root. And then after, all we need to do is wait patiently. Like right now, for example. It's just about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Yeah, so far she's only used her real name when, like, she's trying to convince her of doing something. Seems like. I think, because I'm trying to remember the cutscene where she was like...
Sneaking in was way
Or maybe
easier
she
than I
said
thought.
something like...
The family's security is as
It's been a while. I can't remember the exact thing. But this last one, she was
So,
definitely trying to get her to do something.
This is the Radiant Feldspar. So luxurious. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship? I'll find out for myself.
Yay, we're
if the rumors are true
Firefly.
or not.
By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family as a token of gratitude for the Nameless's contributions to Penacony. Please help me with the necessary arrangements.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop? Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers, special services there. I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device.
Does she actually
Please
have a
feel free
pawn
to check it
shop?
out.
I thought she was joking about the pawn shop.
I win. Your chest is mine.
Who said I was betting with you?
I did.
They are still a ball of fire as ever. Sorry, but I've got to find Lady Bonajade first.
Look at her. She's like, oh my gosh. So happy.
Welcome to Jade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar branch. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Samuel? And what are you willing to give up in return?
My goodness.
I want to keep on living. And for that, I'm willing to give up everything I have.
Everything you have?
That's right. Everything.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite familiar with the term pawn.
What do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately, you don't have anything of equal value to offer.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes. I see. It's just a marketing gimmick.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend what I mean, but don't worry. I'll help you understand. Go and talk to these people. They're all customers of my pawn shop. See for yourself if their wishes have come true. Once you've done that, come back to me. I'll help you understand the true meaning of pawn and make you realize what you're missing.
Which one should I pop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don Hung and Void Ranger Jive.
Don't change the words.
No, it's not the best time to do that.
Aww.
Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
Chirp, chirp.
Chirp, chirp.
Origami bird. Hey, little birdie.
Come on. Calm down already. Everyone's staring at you.
No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
We are an unhinged person, yeah, and Firefly is still like, you know what? I think they're so cool.
So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah. I found those people. And it seems their wishes did come true after visiting the Jade Exchange. But I'm not sure what you want me to see. They all seem to be living fulfilled lives.
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Jade Exchange is genuine. That I had the power to grant their wishes. And now, I'll tell you the price they paid. Dell was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dorothy and wanted to win her heart.
His entire fortune.
So he made a deal with me. He put up his entire fortune in exchange for a gift that would impress Dorothy. It was a piece of cake for me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Dell will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape because he can't afford his room. Whether he can bounce back from poverty, well, that depends on him.
Damn.
Let's just hope that necklace will keep their relationship from crumbling. Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some serious luck, but she had nothing to offer. So I took something else instead. I took away all her close relationships.
What?
From the moment she stepped out of the Jade Exchange, every casino in the cosmos would remember her name. But her parents and siblings would sever ties with her, and it would be impossible for Stacy to make any real friends again. She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck, but she'll never be able to use it for the people who truly matter to her. As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal for some heinous crime. But he never caught the guy. In his desperation, he came to me. He offered his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories as a detective will be erased, and he will completely forget his
Oh my god, you know what it's giving?
all the sacrifices he has made.
It's giving Ursula
Interesting, don't you think?
from The Little Mermaid.
Fulfill people's desires and grant them favors, and soon they come back to me with even greater desires. When people see others' desires get fulfilled, they develop their own desires. It seems like an endless cycle, but it does have a goal. In the end, I will get what I desire from this whirlpool. And patience happens to be one of my greatest strengths. So now, do you understand what you must give up, Miss Samuel? Or should I address you as AR-26710, a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry?
I'm not surprised.
You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune, isn't it? The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe within the genes of their warriors, just to make sure the Republic's most powerful weapons wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. As for the price, those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans, so there wasn't really a price to be paid. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the Firmament Front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure the disease are nowhere to be found.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Don't do it.
Well, there might be a silver lining. That's all I can say for now.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. Because nothing I own holds any meaning. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure my own survival?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like, and if all Stellaron Hunters are like you. Traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny. Attempting to move in the opposite direction. I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop. I'll be waiting patiently for that day.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to the Stellaron Hunters while keeping the IPC in the dark?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the Strategic Investment Department.
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have never crossed. As for your offer, I can pass it along to my partners. But I have a question. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of Pierpoint know about it within a few mere seconds. What drives you to take such a risk and extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond, even if it could lead to your downfall?
Simply put, you and I are the same. However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want.
I have something to say. So, you know what's interesting to me about this? I was just thinking, I was having a thought, right? When she's talking about, like, Jade's talking about the Stellaron Hunters and the way that she's doing it. She's like, ooh, you know, yeah, y'all are friends. Y'all, it's so interesting to me that, you know, you have each other, blah, 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 blah. You know, I was thinking that the 10 Stonehearts to me are kind of similar to the Stellaron Hunters in the way that they were, like, is brought up the right word, the way that they have developed as people. But in a more unfortunate way, because think of, like, if Kafka or Elio or whatever had found, like, Topaz or Adventurine before the IPC did. Before they were offered these basically the only thing that they could do to join the IPC. Like, I feel like some of the Stellaron hunters could have maybe ended up the same way as them, because a lot of them have come from tragedies or things that have happened to them that are, you know, that left them kind of like down and out and stuff. So it just reminds me that, like, it kind of reminds me of like similar situations there, but like it's almost as if the Stellaron hunters were like, they're more fortunate than the Stonehearts, because the Stonehearts were found by Diamond versus whatchamacallit, the Stellaron hunters being, you know, found by like Kafka or Elio. So I think it's really interesting to me how like she was describing them, because it did almost seem like she was I wouldn't say that she sounded like jealous, but, you know, it was almost like in a potential envious way of discussing the bonds that the Stellaron hunters have versus the Stonehearts. Because like even like Topaz was discussing, or Topaz and Jade were talking about how, yeah, you must trust Adventuring because you gave him your cornerstone, and it was like this whole like exchange of like being surprised of each other, like trusting each other, if that makes sense. Like it's really interesting to me. They kind of mirror each other, the Stonehearts and the Stellaron hunters, but the Stellaron hunters to me seem a more positive way of like being together. Does that make sense? Because I think that there's a reason why we saw the way that Firefly and Blade were talking to each other, and then the way that Firefly and Silverwolf were talking to each other. I feel like they're almost trying to show us like they're like these relationships or like these groups are like mirrors of each other, but it's almost like the Stellaron hunters are a bit more like they were luckier than the Stonehearts. Luckier as in they have a better relationship with each other, and it's not in a way that they got to choose to be a part of that group versus like, let's say Topaz and Adventuring, who literally they felt like they didn't have a choice, or they literally didn't have a choice. Yeah, so sorry, I've been talking about all this stuff, but we have this really cool thing here with the Stonehearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is this 10 over here? Wait, y'all can't even see my cursor. Their shirt is unbuttoned. And then there's the person in the back that has like a hood. There's this person on the left of Topaz that has earrings and like a collar. We have Topaz, we have Jade, we have Adventuring. There's somebody on the right that also maybe has either a hood or some kind of like headpiece. And then there's somebody at the top there that has longer hair, almost like pigtail type situation. That's interesting. Where have I seen that? I feel like I've seen this model before. And then we have some unhinged, it looks like a child with a gun.
I understand. Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. My last attempt in Penacony. Well, it ends with hope.
Lady Bonajade? I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
Turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Penacony went much smoother than expected. With little debate. The Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon. I should head down and take a look.
Yeah. Boot Hill. Boot Hill's talking to Adventuring. Wait, hold on, book. Okay.
Remember, I can take you out with just one shot.
The violence?
Oh, that'd be my honor. Don't worry, I hate cheating at the table.
You better.
Ah, look who's here. The great hero of the Astral Express. The most dazzling trailblazer.
What was that?
Penacony.
Oh, you're here too. Long time no see, friend.
Adventuring being like, ooh, you're gonna shoot me? Oh no. What are you whispering about?
Merely a greeting of platitudes. As long as you and I have an understanding.
Well, let's set aside those under-the-table dealings for now, partner. Don't want to spoil the festive mood of the Charmony Festival.
Huh?
Oh, I agree. Now let's congratulate Miss Trailblazer. I hear the family intends to thank the crew at the Charmony Festival. It's a real pity I can't personally be there to witness this.
Use your left in a hurry, Adventuring. I'd like to thank you for your help in the battle, Cowboy. What were you guys chatting about? I'm being so nosy.
Forget it. I'm not one to beat around the bush. I've got a score to settle with a high-ranking executive fella named Oswaldo Schneider. And this flamboyant fella here can help me.
This flamboyant fellow!
The feud between the Marketing Development Department and the
Oh my goodness.
Investment Department is well known across the cosmos. But what I didn't expect was the involvement of the Galaxy Rangers in this feud. Looks like things are about to get spicy.
You sure left in a hurry. Like you think I'm gonna say all of
My job
these.
was just to give the IPC an opening. Other things aside, I think I did a pretty good job at achieving this. While you were at Dreamflux Reef, we were actually close by. We wouldn't have been able to dig up so much dirty information without the help of a knowledgeable friend. But that emanator didn't pull any punches. My body couldn't hold out too long. Otherwise, this would have been settled in a much cleaner manner.
I'd like to thank you for all your help in the battle, Cowboy.
No problem. If punishing the wicked and eradicating evil is a top priority. Would have been strange if we sat it out. Making an entrance like that, us Galaxy Rangers are making a comeback. Reckon you'll meet quite a few followers of the hunt on your journey. Do me a favor, pass on my regards, will you?
Okay, I hope you guys have fun at the festival.
Thank you. And I also hope you enjoy your
Great hero of Penacony.
Penacony.
I'll pass. But I do hope you guys have fun. If you don't mind, let's play a few rounds next time.
Are we doing this again? No way! What? I knew what? I thought he was just in this. He's here. Why is he here? I'm not that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. But why is he on the cruise ship? Oh my god. Thank you. Please, 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 please speak. Please speak. Please speak. Please. Please have a voice. Please have a voice. Please have a voice. Please have a voice. Please talk to me. No! What is going on? Adam Gold? Are they keeping you locked in the basement? What is going on, Adam Gold? Where are you? What is happening? What is happening? Why are they doing this to him? Why does this keep happening? I'm getting so pissed. Do they want me to quit? I'm this close. Not to be dramatic, I'm this close to quitting this game. No, it's not supposed to be this way.
The festival hasn't started. Let's take a quick break.
Hi, we meet again.
My girl!
It's really you! I knew I didn't get the wrong person.
Oh, he said on Twitter that he's working things out, so I'm guessing there's some internal stuff happening. What the hell is happening? Yeah, the music is really good. You saw me?
Yes, it's just I didn't get the chance to say hello. There's still some time before the Charmony Festival starts. Do you want to chat?
The way I'm so mad. Everything was going fine. Everything was going
Two
fine.
murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors.
Y'all said this was a good quest. It's not.
And a remnant of the Order who wishes to replace an
I'm kidding, I'm being dramatic.
paradise with a dream. You guys even ended up shattering the dream. It's truly been quite a vacation. It's a good thing that
It's been some kind of vacation, Firefly.
Congratulations! After the Charmony Festival's opening, will you guys be leaving again?
I don't know where our next destination will be. I'm not sure if we'll be able to depart smoothly. I don't know where we're going.
There will always be somewhere. After all, you guys are on the path of the Trailblaze. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. That's all he said.
Aww.
As for the rest, it's up to me to find out. So, I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. This trip to Penacony is no different.
All right, no wonder you were interested in investigating the Watchmaker. It looks like you didn't get what you wanted this time. The way that I just called him a motherfucker.
Sadly, I was
That's how mad I am. Now he's a motherfucker because it's not like it's his fault.
Do you know Miss Jade from the IPC's Strategic Investment Department?
Yes.
Jade Exchange belongs to her. She told me her price, but...
Did you take the deal? Don't take the deal. Those IPC people may have ulterior motives. I'm gonna say, did you take the deal?
But what she wanted
Muddle fudger.
wasn't the answer either. Of course, I want to live on.
We could do it if we focus.
What fate owes me, I want it paid back, not passed on. No one else should be involved because this is a grudge between me and fate.
Yeah, I think you should beat Fate's ass.
Actually, I feel that I still owe you a formal apology for that matter with the performer of the Iris family. Even the smallest of lies can turn into a betrayal as sharp as a blade. I'm sorry.
I never felt hurt by this, no problem. You've already apologized. You shouldn't have lied to me in the beginning. Now, why would anyone say that?
It was an emergency, so I never had the chance to formally apologize to you. And admittedly, I was the one to blame. To me, hiding is much easier than being honest.
You can lie to me.
Yet, I still want to try expressing my emotions.
It's okay to lie to me.
Any ordinary person would.
You're the only one allowed to lie to
That
me.
girl, get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony
no,
starts.
you won't.
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbyes. Don't worry about me, just go and enjoy the ceremony. The script hasn't reached its end yet. We will meet again.
She's about to blast off, isn't she? Oh no, I thought she was gonna blast off.
But if it's only those two hounds again, she'll probably be fine. I'll send a message later to check in on her. Let's go attend the Charmony Festival first.
You know, I kind of don't like that I don't like that. I don't like that she said we're gonna send a message to her to check in with her. I don't like that because what is that like? What if we can't get a hold of her? I'm scared.
Let's take a seat here.
I'm actually
Everything is settled.
I'm actually worried. It's me, Firefly. I'm okay, it's probably a typo. I've got it all handled. Don't worry, I didn't do anything rash. I've hidden myself away. It's a pity I won't be able to see Miss Robin perform. Oh my god, she loves her. Firefly sending me her memoji.
Looks like I don't have to worry about her. Let's wait for the opening ceremony to start.
It's Miss Robin! Hey, Miss Robin! Hey, over here, Miss Robin! Miss Robin! Miss Robin!
Marry me? Oh, not glory to the family. Sorry, that was me.
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from all over the cosmos. It's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the Penacony family's 5 major lineages, and on behalf of myself, I'd like to
she probably think about her brother. Oh, Robin.
As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone, this celebration is unprecedented in scale, with factions from across the cosmos in attendance. Not only that, the customary opening ceremony held at the Penacony Grand Theater has now moved to the Radiant Feldspar, the very airship you all stand upon. We invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for OT Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family, for his selfless devotion to the Harmony's cause. What makes this festival so uniquely significant? As is widely known, the Radiant Feldspar had to halt its voyage due to an anomaly in the Sweet Dream, sparking widespread discussion in the 12 Hours. Thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the Dreamscape back on track, just in time for the Charmony Festival. And as they say, good things come in pairs. The Charmony Festival not only celebrates this achievement, but also marks the relaunch of the Radiant Feldspar. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the family has poured their efforts into this festival just to commemorate this legendary luminary. The father of Penacony. One of the legendary Nameless who laid the foundations of Penacony.
Oh, jeez.
In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom lies. It was also they who led the vanguard in the pioneering of the Dreamscape, in exchange for what is now known as the Paradise of Harmony. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony to a broader audience.
Aww, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us.
Beautiful, Robin. Beautiful. Amazing. Brilliant. Gorgeous. Icon. Queen. We haven't even been mentioned yet. Our trailblazing spirit is unparalleled. The Express crew would have been disbanded long ago if it weren't.
Obviously. Wait, why does that seem so ominous?
Obviously. I love merch so fucking much.
And now, the Sweet Dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Express, we wouldn't be able to successfully host this Charmony Festival. Thus, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos, offer a token of appreciation to the Nameless.
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big one.
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace. Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
We get a cruise ship?
Nameless! Nameless! Nameless!
And now, I propose a toast. To harmony. To the Trailblaze. To the future of Penacony and the universe. And to the generous Alfalfa family head, Mr. O.T. Alfalfa. Cheers!
Damn, I'm losing it. I can't believe we got paid in a cruise ship.
Cheers!
Cheers! I got water! Oh, I don't like him stroking his beard. That's weird.
Like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
Hello?
When did this get shoved into my hands?
Sparkle, what are you doing?
There's so many bombs. Now's not the time for plot twists. I can't handle this alone. Time to create a group.
Now's not the
and
time
inform
for plot twists. What? We've got a problem, friends. We'll explain the situation personally. Stop! What are you doing in my group chat? What are you doing? All credit goes to Brave Hounds. Thanks to meticulous Miss Sparkle was able to prep all of the what? She worked her finger to the bone. 48. What? Okay, the fact that the music changed as well. What is going on? This is so wild. If anyone finds anything, please update the group promptly. The beauty is duty. Argentina! Ratio literally just responds K. Wait, he left the group chat.
A firefly?
What are you doing?
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
Oh, it's the true bomb.
You're here.
How's the bomb situation?
Looks like she also sent you a message. Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as soon as I could.
27 minutes, 51 seconds.
The Sweet Dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique.
That's why. Numby was risking his life.
Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it.
Numby was drowning themselves to tell us there's something here. Let's just find that person. Don't panic. There's still many people on there. Mommy, I don't want to die. Mommy, Kafka.
Actually, there might be another way. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the land of dreams.
Don't do it.
I think this moment
Don't.
heralds the 3rd time.
It's not funny. It's not funny. No. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
You know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to perform feats that typical dream chasers can't. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the Radiant Feldspar. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible where there are no living souls around. That way, at least no one will get hurt. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible, but are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same.
Oh my god, I cannot do this again.
I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Things are going too well. Let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets.
Oh my god.
We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
Oh my god. That was so beautiful. What the heck? Oh god, y'all, I was so scared. I was literally like having a mental breakdown. I was like, please don't kill her. I'm begging. Did I lose my eyelash?
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie For the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life.
Oh
Mikhail
no.
would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year.
My eyelash. I lost them. They're gone.
It became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses.
Oh man.
But at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now.
Oh.
While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
That was so good. I'm going through it because I was literally like on the verge of a mental breakdown because I was like, please don't kill her, not again. Don't do this to me. Okay, I don't know what the hell. That was so rude. But then Sparkle fucking using a hammer to catapult us off the damn thing. Just what the heck? Oh, that was such a beautiful scene, and then Firefly's monologue and stuff. I can't. I'm going through it. The old name is Gallagher. I don't even...
A fitting end to the tale of the departed.
And then, did y'all see Boonhill and Argenti? That's
Go on. They're all here.
I almost choked on my tissue because I accidentally inhaled my tissue. Oh my god. Oh man.
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast place like Penacony? But it seems, in the land of the dreams, anything is indeed possible.
History may not remember the names of the dead, but the stars will attest to their journeys. The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little, as it is fleeting and the darkness too vast. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star falls, countless more will follow, streaking across the horizon. Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina J. and Estella.
I
We raise
can't
a
stop
toast to you,
crying. Help.
trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
Oh my god, I just saw the quest. The crew would like to assure from certain people. Oh man. No.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Could that have meant something too? Either way, he's an enigmatic character for sure. At least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too, right?
Oh man, no.
Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound. To the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
I can't breathe. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Is the Astral Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you, watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
Oh my god.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock. The advent of time moving forward. There shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, Watchmaker of the Land of the Dreams, nameless of the Astral Express. To Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way, but ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past.
Time will wash everything away, so treasure the present. I'm going through it.
I know. But the thing that I can't get out of my mind is the present. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right?
It's sad. I don't have a good time.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
I can understand, but I'd feel. What'd she say? One of his characters keeps running into obstacles, experiences an ending full of regrets. We're bound to feel a bit mixed about it. I could understand, but I feel mixed too no matter what. That's very hard to accept. You won't be as much as long as you really cares. I'm gonna say that one.
Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. McHale sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
Oh, Marge.
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the Silver Rail, but we will. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old Nameless's face at the end of his life. And its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
Don Hung is like, I'm thinking too.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face our own farewells.
I need to...
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I had to blow my nose.
Are not the same person.
But some things will never change.
Long ago, I too was like you, with irreplaceable companions. We also embarked on journeys, making the best choices we could, whenever we could. Unfortunately, we didn't achieve the outcome we wanted. But moments like this make me feel like they never even left. In this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different, and countless people who are alike yet distinct. I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing their silhouettes overlap with my past. In your opinion, What does this deja vu mean?
Some sort of sentimental attachment that wished to return to the past, a longing for a certain someone.
Attachment, desire, longing. They may all be right, but they are all incomplete. I believe it's not something external, but something that originates within us. An emotion that traverses time from a certain moment of our past to reach us. Perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness. Or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny but unforgettable instant that we left behind us, along with certain other things that remain constant throughout. That is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Proof of our shared path. Within them, we glimpse our own essence, and thus, we truly exist. Just like everyone in this story, hurtling onwards along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their lives. Set forth on your voyage without hesitation, Nameless, on the path of the Trailblaze. Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. There are countless things that humans cannot change. But before that, on the road towards the end,
oh my
there
God,
are still many things that we can do.
I am not thriving.
This, the end will thus reveal a completely different meaning. This is the meaning of journey. All those things, beautiful before, are still so now. And I believe it will still bloom at the end of the nihility. Until we meet again beneath the sun's rays.
Oh, that was beautiful. Are you making fun of me, game? You think this is a joke? Do you think this is funny?
That still...
We did this already.
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion.
What are you doing? I love that she keeps popping up. This is so funny.
Everyone, we meet again.
I'm not complaining, but I find it hilarious.
You! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
What are you doing here?
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You mentioned a suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be the very lifeline that saves everyone.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
What?
Ah, the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon. Especially with those mired memories of yours.
Damn, that was aggressive, Danheng.
But I digress.
But that was also aggressive back.
The Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition to recharge.
Like, why do they want to fight each other? Damn.
Have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths, its destiny hanging in the balance. The Eternal Land, Amphorius.
The hell is... Have we heard that before?
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Oh.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come to see me just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade.
Oh no.
That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
Hi, Davy. Welcome
As I
in.
mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. Ah, a word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
What does she mean, been in your shoes? Like, in what way, I guess? That's so interesting. Man. This feels so cool, don't you think? Wait, more bombs? Well, there are only 1,000 bombs, but Sparkle never breaks her word. Girl, I'm just here to spill the beans on Miss Sparkle's motive. Got it? Do tell. Yeah, why did you do it? Like, what was the reason? Do you remember the prophesized 3 deaths? What's that got to do with you? Who knows? All I can say is that someone paid a hefty sum to hire Miss Sparkle as a director at Penacony. What? Seems like it's a friend she made while gaming. The client told Miss Sparkle to make sure the 3 deaths happen in the safest way possible. In return, they shared their script with... And what happened next? Well, a smart cookie like you can surely guess, gray hair. However, Miss Sparkle isn't some control freak. She let the actors decide how the story would unfold for themselves. Surprise question. Did you press the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle gave you? I couldn't do it at all. I didn't even get the button. Oh, really? Well, good luck scoring a ticket next time then. But no worries. Since more than half the actors pressed the button, the 3rd death went exactly as planned. She soared up in the sky and set off the most epic fireworks Penacony had ever seen, giving a grand finale to this beautiful dream. And she herself was safe and sound, happiest ending ever. So congrats, gray hair. After all, you're the one who made the call and actually saved the Firefly girl. And that means Miss Sparkle will get paid as promoted. As promised, promoted? Oh, by the way, to celebrate the successful grand finale, Miss Sparkle has decided to share another secret with you. More juicy gossip? Dr. Primitive is a huge fan of bananas. Go on. See, now I'm gonna be thinking about that, because if Sparkle orchestrated everything for the purpose of the script. Ah! He's right by the tree. Did everyone get him? Y'all! Is this a sign? This might be a sign. This might be a good sign. I can't believe he showed up here! Oh my god, I got so lucky. I won the 50-50. Wait, it's not a 50-50. I won the gotcha! I love you. Do you know how much I love you? Do you know how much you mean to me? Do you know? Do you know? I don't think you do, but I love you. I'm obsessed with you. I can't believe you're here. Holy crap. I hope he's here tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. I hope nobody else comes except for him.